try and take advantage of this beautiful North Idaho day and take you along for a snowshoe trip down to the river. It's about 1,000 feet that way as the crow flies, but probably close to a half a mile walking through the creek area. Now, I own about an acre over there across the driveway here, and then I got to venture onto some unoccupied private land, but I know the folks, so it's okay. And I thought I'd take you along. So I got to bring the Marlin guide gun because I do live in grizzly territory and we've got mountain lions. So this here is the little entrance that I carved out into my creek area, which is pretty much all cottonwoods, spruce, and some old cedars. And I don't know, in this dense area there's probably 18 inches on the ground, and it should be pretty well packed, I would hope. Let's see here. Oh yeah, doing good. So I've done a lot of work over here, but at the same time there's still tons that needs to be done. And the creek is seasonal. It's actually an overflow creek, and it's not running right now because everything's frozen. It's awful nice over here, very dense, and in the summer it's got to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 degrees cooler. So it's a nice place to come hang out, have a cold beer. And I've still got a lot of thinning to do. So without making this video too long, I think I'm going to try to drop off into the creek here. See how I do. Maybe I can eat shit on camera. There's quite a drop here. There I go. And I made it. Headed up the other side. Like I said, super dense over here. Not a whole lot to show unless I come across a critter. But I'm going to continue on, and I've got a big field that I've got to cross over here shortly, so I'll pick up then. Well, that was quite a bit more difficult than I had thought. A little bit winded. The trees shaded the snow from the sun, and even with the cold temps, it's still soft as the way it fell. But I'm just headed out into the field, and I've got two sets of moose highway here. And working my way out to where I got a really nice buck the year before last, bright and early in the morning on the last day of the season, so December 1st. And that's amazing. This is the tree I was heading behind. Snuck up on the fella, and he was in the rut and came across this field at about 40 yards, and he didn't know I was there, so I put meat in the freezer. Look at this view. So I'm hoping this field's a little harder because of the sunlight on it. But yeah, that's hard work. Wouldn't have it any other way. Boy, this is a workout. So the snow is not cooperating with these snowshoes at all. This is probably the most difficult time I've ever had. I think I'm sinking down all but 6 inches of the base. So I made it to Hellroaring Creek, and it's not living up to its name right now, but come spring, oh boy, another beautiful view. And I'm halfway there. Well, the river's up that way about a quarter mile, and I'm committed now. Beautiful day. This is hard work. Well, I'm in a cedar tree well right now, right down on dirt almost. And I found in these conditions, it's really the best to just follow these game trails. And I've got some moose tracks here. They're 3 or 4 days old, but it's been packed down enough, it'll help a little bit. And if you're quiet, you can hear the river getting closer. Whew. A lot of work. Well, I'm just about here. And once again, this has been a grueling trip. The first snowshoe each year is always tough, but this has been a rough one. It took me twice as long as normal, but well worth it. So, obviously the river's not all that impressive right now, but it is still flowing. And that won't change the views. Well, maybe the clouds will. That view is pretty nice. Normally, this one up here of the main Selkirk range is normally extremely impressive, but you can't see it now. So I'm going to take a break for a minute, catch back up. Well, I'm taking a much-deserved break. That was probably the toughest trek I've ever had for the first time in a year. Snow did not work out with me, but I'm sitting down here enjoying this beautiful view. Sound of the river. Trying to get myself geared up to strap the snowshoes back on and head back to the cabin, but it was well worth it. What a glorious day.